Obsidian tutorial, the best note-taking app. As you can see over here with Obsidian, you can take a very useful notes and in a very efficient kind of manner. Here you have the list of notes that you have on Obsidian, and then this is a note which has been opened up. I have another tab opened here. I could close this tab. And I have my note here, and then here I have the graph view where I can see all of these notes and how they are linked together. Some are linked together, and then some are just there alone and they are not linked to any other nodes. So this is what Obsidian kind of looks like, and for someone who uses Obsidian, this is what their space is going to look like. So in order to make the most of Obsidian in taking your notes, what you want to do is first of all go to your web browser and type in Obsidian, install Obsidian on your computer, and then run it. Once you run the app, you are going to land in a place which looks like this. Now it's not initially going to look like this because you won't have your notes here and you won't have your graph view here. So I'm going to create a new vault over here to show you what it would look like when you land on Obsidian for the first time. Now if you're someone who does use Obsidian and want to make new notes or a separate kind of project that you want to work on and you want to keep that separate, then you can make a new vault as well. We're going to go to the bottom left here and we're going to click on the vault name. Now if I click here, I can see all of the different vaults that I have. I have several. So you're going to create a new vault. You're going to click on manage vaults. And then you are going to click on create. You're going to give your vault a name. So give it any nice name and then give it a location to place it. So there we go. I've named it note taking tutorial and I've put in a location and I'm just going to click on create. So this is what a new vault is going to look like. Or if you've entered Obsidian for the first time, then you also have a new vault. So this is what your vault is going to look like if you come here for the first time too. So what you're going to do here in order to start creating your notes is this is our first note here. It says welcome here, and then you can note down anything that you want to note, and then you can also create a link and see how that link works out in the graph view. So the screen is split over here and you can view the note and graph view as well. So in order to create your note, you're going to go up to the top over here, and when you click on this symbol, you will be able to create your new note. Now this note is untitled, so you want to give it a title. And I'm just going to write for now, I'm going to write in hello, and then I'm going to press enter. And now we can see that the note has been created in the graph view, but it is not linked to any of the other notes. The welcome note over here, it is not linked to it. So if I want to create a link with that, I'm going to, in order to create any link, you are going to put in 2 square brackets, and then inside it, you're going to put in the link name. So I'm going to write welcome, but it's already showing up here, so I can do that as well. And so you can see how a link has been created with welcome and hello, and they are both connected. So I could also click here and I could create another link. For this note, I could, it's by after putting in a link, I could press enter and I could go down and I could take in any other notes that I need to. So it doesn't mean that you can only create a link here. So you're going to go down and you're going to take in all of the notes that you want to put in. Now I could also create a link by clicking here. You can click create a link, and now that note has been created. If you go to the graph view, you'll be able to see. So create a link, and I can change the title for that. I want you to see the graph view. So to turn on the graph view, you are going to go to the left here and click on the second one, and that is what the graph view is going to look like. So this says create a link, and that note has been created. So click here, and now you can change the title. We'll just write hi and then go back to the graph view. So if the pop-up shows up, click on update link. So you are going to see that a link between this has been created as well. So now these 3 are linked together. You can see this in the graph view as well. So this is just a basic demo of how you are going to create links. You are going to put in the 2 square brackets, and then you can put in the link. I'm also going to tell you how to put in a hashtag. So you just click hashtag. We could put in greetings, and there you go. So a link has been put in, a hashtag has been put in here. Now I'm going to go and put in another hashtag in another note. So any note that I want to view, I'll go over here and I'll view that. So this is the note here. I'm going to put in the same hashtag in this one, and it's going to be greetings. And now the point of putting in hashtags is, so I'll just show you the note first. We have hello, it has a link, and it has a hashtag, and it has notes. And then I have this note, and it has greetings and no hashtag, and this note which has no greeting and no hashtag. So when I go up to the search bar here and I type in hashtag greetings, when I put that in, only those notes which have that hashtag in there are going to show up. Now this is super useful when you have a lot of notes and you need to pick out a few things, a few notes. Those notes could be in folders and in subfolders, and it could be really difficult for you to find those notes quickly. So what you're going to do is you're going to keep adding hashtags on notes that you think you will need in a hurry. So go back to the file, and here you have all your notes. Now I'm going to show you how to create folders and subfolders. So you just go up here, and when you click on the folder, you have your folder and you can name it. I could name it maybe greetings, and in that folder I can put in all of my notes here. So all these notes contain greetings, and I'm going to put them in this folder. So when I open up my folder, I can see that it has 3 notes inside. And I could create another folder, and I could write in English. So greetings in English, and I can put that folder inside this folder, and then that would be a subfolder. So this folder, greetings, I can open that folder. I have a subfolder in it, English, which currently doesn't have anything in there. So I'm going to put these notes in English. And then I could have another folder, and that could be maybe French, and I could have greetings in French in this folder. So in greetings, I have greetings in English and I have greetings in French. And when I open the subfolders, I can see my notes in there. And when my notes are divided and subdivided into folders and subfolders, and I have a lot of folders here, and I need to find some notes, then I can go up here and I can put in the hashtags that I so carefully and smartly placed in here when I was making the notes. So all the hashtags with greetings are going, all the notes with the hashtag greetings are going to show up. So this is pretty neat. You can organize your study notes, you can organize your project work notes in a very organized manner, and access and view your notes all in one place. And I'm going to show you my other vault where I have organized my study notes and my work notes. So I'm just going to go down here and change the vault. The vault that I'm looking for is this one, and here you can see a graph view of all of the notes that I have, and then these are all my notes arranged into folders and subfolders. Now I'm gonna show you one by one. So these are my work notes, and when I open this, it's titled my tutorial ideas, and I have my notes on tutorial ideas. So I have this one, it has details on Obsidian, and I have brainstorming on that, and I also have a canvas on that. So these are my notes on the tutorial ideas. Now I'm going to open up my study notes here. Now these 2 notes, these are just notes which have not been placed into any folder. They have hashtag and they have links, and this has nothing. So these are just notes there. So my study notes are organized here into chapters. So we have chapter 1, and it's titled 2, 3, and 4. So I have 4 chapters. I have my biology notes, and those are organized into 4 chapters. Now I'm going to open chapter 1, and I have the notes on chapter 1. So I have notes on cell theory, and so when I open that up, now these are my notes here. I have the title for my note. I have the hashtag chapter 1. So in chapter 1, all my notes have the hashtag chapter 1. So if I need chapter 1, I'll go up here and I could type in the hashtag and access only chapter 1 notes. Now I could take down any notes over here. When you open up a file and you drag and drop your PDF, then you can view your PDF here within your notes. So this is the note, and then you can also view that PDF as a document here. I have put that document in chapter 1 as well. So I have my first note, and then I have the document, and then I have my third note. It also has that hashtag, and then I have my review chapter 1 note here. So it says review chapter 1, and it has the hashtag review. So every chapter is going to have the review chapter. You're going to see now I have chapter 2, and I have in chapter 2 I have notes on cells, and then review chapter 2. So I'm going to open the note cells, and then here I have a diagram of cells, and here I can view the labeling and everything here. So an image, in the same way of the PDF, you'll just drag and drop your image over here, and you'll have a very complete note, and you won't need to go here and there or look up any other notes and open several tabs and files and documents. You'll have everything in one place. And then this also has the hashtag review, because I want to review the diagrams as well before the exam. Then I also have this diagram, this image here separately, so I can view the image separately as well. And then I have review chapter 2 and it has the hashtag review. And I have chapter 3 and it has these notes. It's chapter tissues and then it has notes on tissues. And this, I want to review the diagrams. So all notes with diagrams are going to have the hashtag review. And then I have this note and then I have review chapter 3. So the review ones are also going to have review here. And then I have types of tissues and then this is the document or the image that I have in chapter 3. And then I could go down to chapter 4 and currently this doesn't have anything in there. So I just created these only to show you that these are demo notes. Otherwise they would have a lot of things in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to close these folders back up. And now these are my notes. I have used them to study. And then it's the week or the day before the exam. And I need to go and revise those important things which I did mark during studying. So I'm going to go up to the top here and I'm going to type in hashtag review, and then I have all the notes which have that hashtag. So review chapter 3, review chapter 2, 1, and then the diagram notes, the notes which contained the diagrams, those are here as well. So this hashtag is very convenient for your note taking and accessing your notes, and using these folders and subfolders to take your notes is super convenient, and that is why Obsidian can be called the best note-taking app. And if you want, you can go to the graph view. So you click here and you can open up the graph view, and then you can see these are my work notes and how those are linked together. And then you have the chapter on tissues and how these are linked together. And then you have these notes which are not linked together. So you can, sometimes you are aware of the connections between your notes and sometimes you are not. So Obsidian is really going to make you aware of all the links and connections between your notes as well. So you can just click here and go to any note that you want to. And that is why Obsidian can be termed as the best note-taking app.